Congratulations! BMW Motorrad is winning the Signs Award for Sustainability tonight because BMW Motorrad is setting an example and leading the way to the future of urban mobility. Dr. Ralf Rodepeter, how did you get here tonight? Did you actually show up here with the e-scooter?
Yeah, of course. Not only for an event like tonight, but also in the city you're much faster with an e-scooter and it's a lot of fun to ride it. Yeah, of course. We are here with a C Evolution.
So you ride the C Evolution generally around Munich?
It's my preferred bike for the city, yeah.
Actually came by public transport because Ralf hogged our electric scooter and it's such a hassle finding a parking space. So I opted for the non-individual transfer method.
What have been your experiences driving on the C Evolution?
Big grin every time, still after several years being involved. It's just such great fun.
What does the future of sustainable urban mobility entail?
The future will show, but of course the C Evolution is just the beginning. So that was our first e-scooter and it's one of the first e-scooters in serial production and we are selling that in Europe and it is selling very well. So that is the beginning of e-mobility on two wheels and I think everybody is sure that the e-mobility will not go away anymore. So that will stay. That is something that we will see more and more and more and one day probably will not have any more the internal combustion engines.
What do you think urban mobility will look like 10 years from today?
10 years, that is really the big question, 10 years. So we will widen our portfolio of e-mobility bikes, but it's for sure we will have still internal combustion engines also in 10 years.
And what are the advantages of the C Evolution as opposed to a gas guzzler?
The very first thing is the acceleration. You have the power from the very, very first beginning. So that is really the cool thing. On a traffic light, there's nobody, really. When I'm talking about nobody, I mean nobody faster than you. And then, of course, the silence that makes people really surprised when you pass by, and you can pass, if you want to, quite fast. This is the absolute perfect solution. So you have the pollution of the environment, you have the possibility to be much faster in the traffic. So that helps all together. And the first thing is still, it is fun.
Could you imagine riding an e-scooter on your way to work?
Sometimes, yes. I have quite a long commute. It is short enough to do it with the C Evolution, but when I have to take my son to kindergarten, I take other transport means. He's too small.
And what do you think are the impediments? Why has the change to electric mobility not happened yet?
I think the main issue is mindset and, frankly speaking, price positioning of the vehicles at the moment. They are a bit more expensive than normal combustion engine scooters. So the first thing is change the mindset, make them understand that it's practical, it is feasible and it's fun.
How would you describe the look of the C Evolution?
Very modern, very clean, arresting with the color combination of white and electric green, as we call the color of the side panels. And daily experience when you ride around town confirms that you get a response at every traffic light. People look and stare and ask.
And you really are ahead of the times. The BMW Group is pioneering with a project turning streetlights into charging stations for electric vehicles. What are your goals concerning this pioneer project?
The goal is to build a network where you can charge your electric vehicle. Maybe a car or a motorcycle or a scooter. So that is still the problem is the range of these cars and bikes. So this bike has at the moment 100 kilometer range. So of course when you park it somewhere in the city and it's a city vehicle, you need something to charge it. And where is it easier than using traffic lights? Because there is electricity in.
Is that network expanding?
We hope very much, because electric vehicles will only work if we have this network of possibilities to charge the bikes and the cars.
And what further plans and objectives does the BMW Group and BMW Motorrad have concerning sustainability?
Sustainability is, of course, much more than just the electric engines. It's about the production, how we produce, not only in Berlin but also in our plants all over the world. How we treat our employees. So there are so many fields about it. Here at the moment we are concentrating on electric mobility.
Congratulations to the award, and I hope you enjoy the award ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.